getting the desired result out of our meditation practices. And mostly they don't find any answer out of whatever studies they have made, whatever books they have read on it. They don't find any answer there. I'll repeat. Most of people who are meditating today find that they are not able to obtain as much benefit from it and have a transforming experience out of meditation. What they experience is, at the most, a state of tranquility, peace, and a little bit of stress busting. In fact, they are not obtaining any spiritual growth out of their meditation regime. And what is the reason for it? And why meditation seems to be failing? To understand that, we'll have to look at where from this meditation has arisen. What is the exact process through which you pass first and then you enter into practices of meditation. If you look at our Ashtanga yoga system, you will know that meditation is just a one step before the samadhi, which is ultimate objective of a sadhaka. A sadhak, when enters into samadhi, he has reached nirvana. And meditation is something which is just before samadhi. You can understand how much preparation it would have been required to practice meditation. Today what is happening, and that is the biggest mistake people are doing today, that they suddenly jump into meditation without having done any preparation whatsoever. They are taught to do meditation and they engage in meditation, and that's the reason they don't gain that much benefit, spiritual benefit I am referring to here specifically. Of course, if you are doing meditation, you're calming your mind, the normal benefits of having a calm mind, a restful mind, you will gain. But meditation is not limited to that, right? So when we say we are not getting benefits of meditation, then that means you have ignored the preparations of meditation. You have not prepared and understood the process of meditation at all. And definitely, if you would have followed the preparatory steps, the meditation would not have been only enriching, but it would have been transforming. If you look at the agony is, as of now, lot many organizations and thousands of people associated with them claim to have engaged themselves in meditation, and if you count the numbers, you will find that millions of people over this planet as on date are doing meditation every day. And what is happening on the planet? No change, no transformation, only deterioration is happening. Why this situation has not improved if there are so many meditators? You say, in our system, in our scriptures, it is written, and it is fact, it is truth, that even a single yogi who is the established meditator can influence the thought process of thousands of people. And if you have millions of meditators today and you don't see any changes happening in the mindset of humanity, that means somewhere something is going wrong. And what is that wrong? We are not preparing ourselves, or without understanding the processes of entering into meditation, we are entering in meditation. So what is the preparation? You will ask, what is the preparation? In Ashtanga Yoga system, if you see, it starts from Yam, Niyam, then you have stability of body in terms of asanas, then you have pranayam, the control over your breath, then there is pratyahara, which means control over your karmendriyas or jnanendriyas, and then you have dharana, that is concentration of your mind. Once you have passed through these steps, then only you can enter into meditation. So can you expect a person who has not gone through all these preparations and doing meditation will be any fruitful for him? Not at all. The meditation would be just like a 3-hour movie which you enjoy, come out feeling elated, calm, or probably even joyous, if the ending of that movie is good. And you may feel depressed, restless, frustrated, anxious, revengeful if the ending is not so good. So where are we doing things wrong? The only problem as of now, if you look at the process, you will understand that meditation requires a preparation, and you are altogether ignoring it, directly trying to see, I am getting into meditation. And most of the people are taking benefit of this attitude that I want to achieve things faster. You go to a person, you go to a master, you go to a teacher, he will say, okay, I give you a meditation, from tomorrow you can meditate. And you feel good about it. I am doing something spiritual now. I don't see people talking about preparations before they give you a meditation. And thereby we say that Tattva Shakti Vigyan is very particular about it. It gives you a discipline. It gives you a step-by-step approach to get into meditation, so that the meditation is not limited to your mind. It is also expanding its horizon to your body, to your soul, and to the ultimate destination where you want to go. So if you meet a Tattva Shakti Vigyan practitioner, he may say, I am not meditating as yet, and it has been 3 years for me. And you may laugh at it. You may say, what kind of a practice you are doing? You are not yet meditating. The meditation is the key to spiritual progress. But the point is, you cannot be admitted to a PhD course unless you have passed your graduation or post-graduation. Here, if somebody is giving you meditation directly, he is giving you admission in your doctorate. If you feel it is fine, you can go ahead and do it. Millions of people are doing as of now. And if you really want to transform your life, follow an authentic system which talks about step-by-step approach. So Tattva Shakti Vigyan says, let us deal it systematically. Let us prepare our tool, this body and mind, systematically. And what is that system? The gross physicality of the body has to be dealt first. Then comes subtlety of it, the energy side of it. And when we say tattvas, whatever this world is made up of, the 5 entities, the liquidity, the solidity, the space, the energy part, the gaseous part, is all tattvas. They have been given a different names in our system. We say Prithvi Tattva for all solids and so on. And your body is the collection of that, a systematic, organized collection of that. So before you want to even stabilize your body, you have to be first calm your body. You have to calm the currents within your body. You can't sit idle and you can't sit in a lotus posture if you are having somewhere pain if you're having a boil somewhere, you can't sit like that. To sit like that, you have to have a healthy body. If you're suffering from some kind of indigestion, suffering from gas, suffering from acidity, can you sit for meditation? Not possible. What we say here is, leave apart those kind of diseases or those kind of ailments. We are talking of your holistic system of structure which you have with you is the collection of Pancha Tattva. You first balance it out. You work on the energies part. Balance out the elemental energies of your body first, so that your next step becomes easy to practice. So in Tattva Shakti Vigyan, a sadhaka, a practitioner will engage himself in first step, he will engage in Tattva Shuddhi. He is dealing with two things at the same time. He is dealing with the physicality of the body as well as the subtlety, which is the energy part. Because tattvas are gross and they are subtle also, the energy part also. So Tattva Shakti Vigyan deals with both and prepares your body, your physicality and your energetic being, what you call astral, for the next level. And once your body is calm, these energies are in balance, we will take you to the another level, whereby you will start gaining control. We will be teaching you how to gain control on your mind, right? And then only in the third step you will be given a meditation. So if you today are practicing a meditation and you don't seem to be transformed, you're not experiencing that transformation, you need to review it. You need to review your system. Because I have seen people meditating for 10 years, 12 years, 15 years, nothing has changed. They have not become realized. They have not entered into Samadhi. What could be the reason? And the reason is simple, that they are not meditating. They are probably, I'm not saying they are pretending, but they are just calming their mind. And the calmness of mind is not meditation. So in our next talk, we will understand it further, how to prepare ourselves for Tattva Shuddhi, and we will be talking more about it.